Hi. Should you copy your tactics from a competitor or your own past successes? The answer is categorically no, and I'll show you why in today's show. We all learn from each other, and the more experience you accumulate, the more valuable you are to your company. So copying is inevitable. Today I'm going to show you two strategy examples that show why copying tactics, at least copying in their entirety, is just not the way to go. Buyers take a journey from not knowing or caring who you are through some sort of awareness that they have an issue, clarity on their needs, then consideration of options. I coined the term the buyer's journey in 2003 in my book, The Leaky Funnel, and have been working with businesses in adopting this way of thinking for almost 20 years. Who the buyer is, though, matters just as much as how you get them to each stage. Let me show you why. Let's take our first example. This company might have a fairly traditional segmentation. Larger businesses, smaller businesses, central government, whatever language you use in your country to describe the central government, regional government. Now, that's not an especially inspired segmentation, but that's kind of the point of this first example. When we look at their campaigns, we see a good list of their campaigns. Outbound, syndication or content syndication, third-party content, social selling, and inbound. Now the point is that if we see that in a flow, here, let me show you the flow. I'll get off the screen and show you the flow now. You can see in that flow that we've got tactics for each of those. In some cases they go all the way through to gap acknowledged before becoming somewhat generic. We've got campaigns for the outbounds, for the inbounds, for the syndication. All of those have some kind of campaign, the pink, the blue, the orange and the green, for their market or for that segment. And that's the point. Is it for the segment? They're kind of generic. They hold true for each of those segments. Now let's look here at our second example. Now here are the segments. Movers, new and known. Strategic targets, the ones we really want. Volume market, which is, we kind of accept them as a market, but they're less important, I guess, and inbound. Now these segments in your view might be great or horrible. My point is not about the merit of the choice, but as you can see for this second company, it's more about a combination of what's going on for them. They're moving, they're not, they're looking or they're not, and how important they are, they're strategic or not. Now we'd want specific campaigns for each of these. Probably break it down even further. New movers, who we'd outreach to with a first 90-day campaign. Known movers, who we'd just pick up the phone and call because we know them. Strategic targets, who we'd want a handcrafted, highly impactful campaign for. And volume targets, who we'd want a probably lighter touch campaign for. Inbound, for whom the campaign will be all about content, landing pages, and trigger email sequences. Now, should your tactics be split by campaign or by segment? And I just gave you an example of each. There's no simple answer. You should build your tactics to move buyers. How these tactics are grouped together, that's a campaign, needs to be debated. If in doubt, though, start with segments as your default clustering, aka campaign, mechanism. We need to find tactics to help buyers move through every stage in the journey, and we start by finding buyers that we want to outbound to position with them and the inbounders, to get some of them interested, challenge or confront them about the gaps that they simply must fix, then shape their need, offer a compelling solution, beat the competition and get a decision. And when we fail at any stage, tactics to get them back into the funnel through nurturing. Remember that sales and marketing alignment is key, so design both the strategy and the tactics together. Sales and marketing certainly, but also include finance and ops. Now, when we do this, we do it over a 2 or 3 day workshop, but if you're doing it yourself, make sure you add these people as collaborators in your funnel plan. In your funnel plan, map out the buyer's journey, choose tactics for every stage from finding names to closing deals. And as I've said before, do that together. If you don't have a funnel plan, get a free one at funnelplan.com. You can go to funnelplan.com, or you can click on the little eye on your screen. You choose, but you definitely need to have a funnel plan. Lots more lined up for next week. Until then, may your funnel be full and always flowing. Our thanks this week to you for watching, to Elizabeth Pena for blog production, to John Ang for video production. My name's Hugh McFarlane. It's been my absolute pleasure to have scripted and presented this week's show.